Real emotional moment real quick. An hour ago, I lost my best friend. Her name was Naira. She was a Moto dog. For all the fucking Moto dogs out there, God, how awesome they are.
Why is everything so heavy? Holding on, so much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on.
Now that I've had a few hours to cope, I'm not incredibly sad, and part of the reason why is because there's a saying that once you are not aware, you cannot change. But once you are aware, you can't help but change. And my views on life in general have changed tremendously over the last 5-6 years since I've lost my father. I've been searching for the meaning to everything. And I have found that we really don't know anything, right? However, all religion has a place, but they all correlate. They all come from basically the same values. Whether you believe in some sort of God or deity, or whether you don't believe in any of it, you still have basically the same values of being a good person. And if I had to lean towards something, it would be Buddhism, because they believe in karma. What you do in this life affects the next. They believe in peace of mind and having a centered, being in the present moment, paying attention to everything. Like there's that amazing William Drake saying, to see the earth in a grain of sand, a heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and infinity in an hour. It essentially means slow the F down and pay attention to what you have. And the true measure of success is how you feel, not what you have material wise. And I am incredibly sad that I lost my best friend, because she taught me so much. She taught me how to be a better parent, because she taught me rules, boundaries, and limitations. Even though that I was teaching her, she was actually teaching me. And she taught me unconditional love. And I my hat's off to everybody out there that has a Moto dog, that takes them places, that just doesn't leave them cooped up, but allows them to enrich their lives while enriching theirs. It is an amazing thing, and I will never forget Naira for that, because she's been to 15, 20, 30 hospitals with me, and it was just about time that I went to one with her. She was ready to go. She was ready to go, and I promised her. She had a neurological issue, if everybody's wondering. She was basically having dog EMS. And I told my wife, I was like, hey, she's 12 years old. Once she can't do her activities of daily living, I'm not going to force her to be around any longer. And she basically became paralyzed, and it was time to put her down. She said that I'm ready to go. And animals are they're so pure. And I know I'm digressing and I'm moving on. And this is kind of like a little bit more deep dive into Johnny Hopper, because I know I'm a dipshit most of the time, and people might not think that I'm a real person. However, real life stuff happens, and we go through pain, we go through struggle. There's also a saying that to live is to suffer, and to survive is to find meaning in the suffering. And whatever that meaning is for you, it's what keeps you digging, keeps you going, WFO. And I just wanted everybody to know that I lost my best friend, and if anybody has lost their best friends, human or not, bird, whatever, let me know in the comments below, because let's talk about it. Just like we banter with racing, it's important that we go through real stuff. And again, here I am with quotes. Marcus Aurelius says that it's you're more of a man if you show kindness and gentleness versus violence and anger. Meaning, we want to put our chests out, have our ego, our testicles drop to the floor, but truthfully, that's not going to give you any sort of fulfillment whatsoever. It's giving back and helping people along the way. So, boy, I went on a tangent there. I appreciate everybody out there that shares similar circumstances and scenarios. And for the people that don't think that this belongs on the channel, that's okay too. It's all okay. Anyway, this is Johnny F. and Hopper. Until next time, keep it WFO. And maybe we could have a doggy dog park, whether it's heaven or limbo or wherever, the singularity, wherever you think the next life is. Where there's probably a dog park.